What up, Skin? Welcome to Barvaz and Bryce the Fourth, giving out raw reactions and interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You'll hear the people and the noises, but that's the point, because without the people, what's the point? First and foremost, RIP Takeoff. I've seen a lot of things on the internet where people were just like reposting things. That's not what this is about, and I wish what people would understand, like, this is a bigger thing than just like getting clicks on the internet. This man lost his life. I'm saying it. I'm not doing it for clout. I'm not even gonna put a hashtag in this thing. This man lost his life. So, condolences to his family. I hope everybody's okay. And, you got to get it done. But, it sucks. Shout out to Black King. Also, them Eagles are 7-0. Let's go, Birds! 7 and goddamn. Oh, my man was throwing darts out there. Bop, bop, bop. Yo, so I had, if you're an Eagles fan, D-Jack had that play where he turned around and dove in the back of the end zone. That was my background for like a year or so. This man, A.J. Brown, was like, y'all not fucking with me. That shit is fire. I might have to get that done. But as a football standpoint, you go into a game and you take care of business. You make sure that if a team is not as good as you are, also not even close to as good as you are, you take care of business. PA thought they were going to get a show. Nah. Jalen with 4 touchdowns. Barely had to make an effort. I honestly don't even have much to say about that. I could go on and on and on and on. Not going to do it. I got more things to talk about. Giants, Seahawks. The Seahawks fooled everyone. Daniel Jones doesn't have any weapons outside of Saquon. And I have trouble naming who the Giants receivers are. I have no idea who they are. So when they take away the run, what else do they have? I love that the Seahawks had confidence to call the same play for Tyler Lockett when he dropped the pass, and they called it right after the third quarter. They called the same play, and he caught it. That is a person. What's up, Kitty? That is this man. I'm sorry. This man got a blow pop. Anywho, that is a sign of a team who is very confident in what their team can do. Kenneth Walker is a fucking workhorse. And that is, I think that right now with the Seahawks, it's like a big fuck you to Russell Wilson. Like, we enjoyed you being around, but we really didn't need you. And it was crazy because Gino didn't start off well, and he came out the locker room like, yeah, I can get this done. The Lockett quote at the end of the game when they asked him, he was like, yeah, I think this is a sign that we could be a good team when a team is not making it about everybody but them. We were talking about you, Mr. Unlimited. But that's neither here nor there. The Lions-Dolphins, if I had turned the game off after the first quarter and a half, I'd have been like Lions by 2 touchdowns. That's easy. But then they just went off. The Lions scored their first touchdown in 3 weeks. They tease people with good games, but they don't win them. It's crazy. Tua put the team on his back. He made some very, very good decisions. Also, it helps when Tyreek is open every fucking play. Man had 12 catches for 188 yards. What you gonna do with that? He's getting yards, but he has to wonder in the back of his mind, when am I gonna get some touchdowns? Waddle had 2, hitting that thing, you know what I'm saying? Penguins are the best. And being 1-6 should be a fireable offense as a head coach, but they've been in so many really good games that you can't really fire them, because then you can go, hey, we just need this piece and we can It's so weird. Also, it has nothing to do with the game. If you watch it, or even if you watch the highlights, the announcer was like twice. He was like, yeah, this guy was offsides and blah blah. Nope, wrong. And then he was like, oh yeah, he was shifting. Nope, wrong. Come on, man, be better. Falcons Panthers. This was actually my favorite game of the week. It was so electric. It was the kind of game that made me wonder, like, will ATL do something moving forward with Mariota, because he's making very, very good decisions. We'll get to that in a second. He's making good decisions with the ball. He did have a very bad day. It's the first time throwing a pick. He threw 2 picks in 3 weeks. And they already have a drafted rookie in Desmond Ridder, so I don't know what they're going to do, but the man is making plays. There was a lot of running on both sides. Fox, get Deontay Foreman a graphic. If you watch football, they have like the thing where they do like the cartoon. And he's like, get this man a fucking. That man had 3 touchdowns. Get this man a goddamn graphic. PJ Walker had the rocket to DJ Moore, and they sent it in overtime, and then they missed the fucking extra point to win the game, which is hilarious. And then the kicker, he had to have some money given to him on the sideline, because then he misses another kick to win the game, and then he gives it to Younghoe Koo, and then the Falcons win the game. That's wild. Hate to see it. Patriots, Jets, both QBs were awful. One was just shittier than the other one. Zach Wilson, who was shittier, he's terrible at scrambling. He turns around, not going towards the line of scrimmage, and then he just throws it as hard as he can. That is not going to win you games, my boy. It's just not. He did have 355 yards, but throwing back breaking turnovers are going to lose you games. The Patriots' run game saved them. Stevenson, he gave him 4.5 per carry, and he also gave him another 72 receiving. Saving your quarterback right there. The Jets' defense did everything they could to keep them in this game. They had 6 sacks, 3 turnovers, picks by Zach Wilson. Offense just couldn't get it done. And also, the Patriots held the ball for like 6 more minutes to make sure that they just couldn't get it done. Mac Jones showed you that he wanted to keep his job, because or else Bailey Zappi's getting back in that game, my boy. Hey, talk about it. Niners, Rams, yet again, talked about it before. Sean McVay is bested by Kyle Shanahan. Turns out that a regular guy running the ball for the Niners is significantly better, but then when you get an elite running back in CMC, Christian McCaffrey, is exponentially better. That man had a throw, a run, and a catch for a touchdown. First time it's been done since LT, my guy, get it done. 2005. He was doing it all. And also the Rams had a very lack of a running game. There was no turnovers over this game, so it's just about who's going to be better than who. They, as in the Rams, couldn't convert on third downs, and that was the story of the game. If you watched it, you thought it would have been a shootout, but they just couldn't get it done. Jimmy G, yet again, getting it done, taking passes, light. Oh, now we're on the 10, and just run the ball. Listen, they got the formula, and they got it done. Bengals, Browns, it was a weird Halloween theme where they're both wearing like brown and orange. I don't know how they did that. But Joe Burrow has to stop with the turnover thing. Everybody's like on the thing where Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl, and he definitely did it with no offensive line. But at some point, you got to be like, hey, man, you got to be that guy. And he's not being that guy, especially in a very, 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 very not strong division. The Browns, controlled the time of possession. Nick Chubb, I've been saying it for weeks. That man is a fucking monster. He put the team on his back and made sure that his team did not let this game go. I don't know what the Bengals have going moving forward, but they lost the game because Joe Burrow does not know how to hold on to the ball. He's playing hero ball, and he needs to stop. Is what it is. Saints Raiders off the cuff. It was 24-0. Derek Carr is not the guy at this point. You go in with a backup quarterback and you score 0 points. I've already said it before several times. They don't know how to put 2 quarters together. It's so weird. Like, you know that you have a good team, but yet you go into a game playing well and then you come out of the locker room playing like shit, or you go into the game playing absolutely immaculate and then you come out of the locker room playing like shit. That's not going to win you games. 24-0. I don't have any more to say. Titans, Texans, Tractacito running down the wing. Shout out to Mo. That man had 219 yards. They put in Malik Willis. He threw for 10 passes. He was 10 of 19. Didn't need him. Tractacito was running over you, your mom, your grandmother. She made collard greens, but it's okay. And everybody in your family needed him. That's all they needed. He didn't need to do much. Ryan Taney, your job is in danger. Texans are going to be the Texans. Everybody knew that there's not a good team and they're in a rebuild mode. Davis Mills just didn't have a good game. Tractacito was on the field so much. Tractacito, a.k.a. Tractacito. But anyway, like, honestly, there was nothing much to say about this game except for that he just ran all over them. Titans win the game. Bears, Cowboys. Cowboys handled business. Fields had a good game. He didn't have any turnovers, but they just couldn't catch up. Like, at the beginning of the game, it seemed like a game, but when they started getting behind, they couldn't, like, field a team that could make up the deficit. It was crazy because the Cowboys cannot stop the run, and they better address that because they could not. I think they had like 240 yards on the ground. Jay Herbert, he was running a rock. Also, Zeke Job is on the line because Tony Pollard, that man was looking like he wanted a contract. He was like, "Oh, Zeke's out. I'm gunning for your job." I'm telling you. But this was a good game for Justin Fields to show, like, hey, if we don't turn the ball over, we just need a defense, which is weird because they traded away their best defensive player in Roquan Smith. It's neither here nor there. They just picked up Chase Claypool, which is fire. But I think the Bears show that they are, in a sense, building toward the future and trying to build around him, which is awesome. Their head coach, he's doing what he needs to do to make them relevant. They're 5-2, but they know that with the competition in their conference, they're not going to get it done. But this is a building block, and that's all you can ask for. Broncos, Jags. Mr. Unlimited decided not to be limited. Thank you. I don't know what Sierra did, but I mean, it worked. He didn't have a complete game, but he had a good game when it mattered in the fourth quarter. The Jags' run game saved them. Like, Travis Etienne had a really good game, and if it wasn't for Trevor Lawrence being trash, and I'm being over Sorry. I'm exaggerating. Sorry. I'm exaggerating, but he could have been better. It was a 4-point game. They could have won that game. The biggest thing for me in this game, because it wasn't exciting. Calvin Ridley, trade for the future, because now he gets a burner, and I know he's not going to play this year, but he's going to play next year. That's going to be crazy. Go look at his tweets. He's very happy. I like that. Last game, Ravens Bucks. I'm rushing through this because today is a good day. Ravens Bucks. Tom, as I said, is very, very much affected by his personal life. It sucks, but as everyone will tell you, now that it's over, look the fuck out for Tom. But they lost, though. Lamar is after that fucking bag. He is literally on a tear, waiting to show y'all should have given me my fucking money. And you didn't, and now you're going to fucking pay. They did what they needed to do. It was a comeback game. Like, they started off, the Bucks started off 10-0, but that wasn't the case where the storyline was Lamar was like, I don't have time for this. I'm bringing y'all back. Even without Mark Andrews, it doesn't really matter. They got the job done. The Philadelphia Phillies are in the World Series. They're out here to get it done. I will take my goddamn camera to the didn't say it. They don't let it happen. It's 1-1. Back in Philly. Gotta get it done. Liverpool back in the Champions League. It is time to get it done as well. 16 game season. Talk about it. I don't know. It's so weird for so many Phillies teams to be doing so well. I love it. I love you guys. Big ups to the first state. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Much love from the kid. Enjoy your day. Enjoy life. But also, stay warm, because this weather is about to turn down. Remember to be better than yesterday, because I'm also learning that as well. BWB, cut!